So let's take a look at solving the first problem in lab 2, which is the problem 3 in chapter 2. So this is, as you can see down here, that this is problem P2. You just need to create a main.cpp file. It's not a graphics program, so we don't need all those extra files. So that makes it easier right there. And so now we have a template. We have two templates that we can use as starting points. One is the basic Hello program. The other one is the Hello graphics program. So this P23 is a terminal or console application. So let's use this Hello program as our starting point. Oh, that's not where we go. So the first thing we're going to do is to build and run. Let's see. It should say hi. There it is. Okay. All right. Now the problem is we ask the user to input two integers, and then we print the sum, the difference, and all kinds of stuff there. So let's just get the integers first. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use cin, right? So maybe we'll say something like enter an integer. And then what we'll do is we'll declare the integer. We'll call it x. And then we use this notation. This is the standard input stream. Is that right? Or is it this? I think it's this other way. Oh, VI is weird on this. Okay. All right. Let's do it like this. So it's, did I get this right? I can't ever remember. Is that it? Is that how you read in an integer? Or is it the other way?
I think it's the other way.
The other way. You know, backspace doesn't work. Huh. All right. This is cin, and that goes into x. We're going to read the integer, and then we're going to say, and then we're going to echo it out. We're going to do this. We're going to echo out x plus 1. Let's just see if that works. And then I'm going to echo out a new line here. We don't need this. This is for like Windows, right? So we don't need that in Linux with the console. So let's go ahead and write that. Let's build. Let's run it. Enter an integer. Okay, 3. And then 4. Okay, so we can add 1 to the integer. Am I recording this? Yeah. So here is, now we need another integer. Enter another integer. Let's call this one y. And then we'll calculate the sum. But let's print out a little more information. Something like the sum is, and I'm going to cascade these. Oops, what just happened there? The sum is the VI does not work as expected here. And I give up on the VI. There it is. This is easier. So what I'm doing here is I'm cascading this output operator. How do you read? Well, let's run it first and I'll explain that. Not this one, I'm going to build it. No problems running that. Enter an integer. So 2 and 3. The sum is 5. So let me explain how. First of all, is this clear what's going on up there? Or do I need to talk about that? You're okay on that? See, do you see the way I have multiple input operators here? Now I'm calling it an input operator, right? I'm sorry, that's an output operator, what I'm saying. This is the input operator here. And this is the output operator. So the way, when the compiler looks at this, it says, oh, I got to do this and I got to do this, but I can't do them at the same time. I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to do the other. And there's 3 of those in there. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 output operations. So what does the compiler decide to do? Which one does it do first? The first one first, the second one first, or the third one first? And this is what you need to do when you're thinking and you're reading code and you see a complex expression like that with multiple operators. You need to say, oh, which one does the compiler evaluate first? Well, in this case, it evaluates the first one first. So this operator is executed first. That means it takes the first operand and the second operand and invokes this operator function on it. And as a result of invoking that operation, this sub-expression evaluates to something, and that something is used to evaluate the next expression, which is to call the next operator. So this evaluates to a reference to the cout object. So you can think of this as being simply replaced by cout. And then that cout is then operated on by this input operator. So X is then sent in to cout. That's the second thing that happens. So the compiler takes this X and writes it into the result of this, and the result of that is cout. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rushing because we're over time here. Actually, this addition is done before this operator runs. And that's because addition has a higher precedence. It has a higher priority. The compiler says, oh, I see this operation and this operation. Which one do I do first? You got to do C++ and other languages are built to execute the plus operation first. So once this is done, X plus Y is then replaced by, you can think of it as being replaced by a value, and then that value is passed into the result of this sub-expression, which is cout. After that's done, then this value is then passed into the result of this operator, which is the same as the other one, which is cout as well. So that's a little confusing, but that's something that you'll need to work out in your mind, how to understand, how to parse that expression. Another way to do it, if that's confusing to you, you just break it up. This is an equivalent program. This is an equivalent program, but even here we have a conflict. We've got this operator and this operator. Once again, this plus operator has higher precedence. It's done first before the output operator is done. So X plus Y is computed first, then the result is sent into cout. It's a very important concept to understand in programming languages, all programming languages. That's it. So I'll see everybody who's coming to lab in lab. Kyle? Yeah, let's fix your problem, okay? We'll do it up here. Just do it up here. Oh, let me see what I get there. You know what, we're going to need to clear out of here. You know what I would do? This is what I would do. Look, your stuff looks good, right? You have, what I would do is move what you have now to move over. Recreate
That's why I tried doing that.
and then run this. Did you forget the dot?
No, I did that. I just did that. But now I have all the stuff that's locked and it just says...
No, it's in your original, the one you're copying over.
So I just did that right now.
Yeah, what happened?
It's locked. It says I still can't add anything. It says...
You know what, I got to sit down. Let's go to my office and do it, okay? You have 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I got to break down because I only have 5 minutes to get out of here. I forgot. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay, so the other day for lab
Yeah.
I tried to use the putty to the movie, but I wasn't sure what the password was and locked it down.
So you were
Also about that. So
you used putty. You were able to log in? Can you? Yeah. Can you do it right now? Because he has a class. Yeah.
Oh, now?
I have a lab.
Another one.
Yeah, just come to the lab. You can come to the other lab.
But his lab is on the other day. So
Yeah,
he,
I mean, just